What's up, Internet? How are you guys doing today? My name is Josh, and welcome to Little Eagle Gaming. Today we're going to talk about building an octagonal tower out of vanilla structure pieces. The last time we talked about building, we compared the vanilla pieces to Structures Plus and how Structures Plus affords you the abilities to do a lot of things. And one of the things that I really enjoy about Structures Plus as compared to vanilla is the fact that in Structures Plus you can basically build a tower like this or similar to this out of the regular old Structures Plus pieces without needing to do this. And one of the problems that we face right now is the game has released across Xbox and PlayStation consoles, and console players simply don't have the access that us PC players have. So today we're going to talk about making a tower out of those type of pieces. And one of the things you're going to notice about this, most likely, is how sloppy it looks. And I'll show you why it looks that sloppy in just a moment. So the first thing you do is you lay your foundations, right? So 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3, and then I think I went 4 out. I don't know why I went 4 out. I just went 4 out. Anyway, so you come over here onto your first edge and you place your foundation, right? So now if you want to go at an angle in any way, even if you sit here and you stare at it and you tap that Q button, it just has a hard time finding your angle. I know I passed it the one time. Let's see if I can get it another time. So I think on Xbox or PlayStation, your angled your angled button, or not your angled button, the cycle button to go through the different snap points is like Y or triangle maybe. So that's not working. It only worked the one time and it immediately jumped to something else. So what I wind up having to do is this, and this is why that one looks so dirty over there, so sloppy, is because I need to add a secondary weight. I can't think of a better word to describe it. I need to add extra weight to that snap point right there in order to get that. And now here's where it gets a little weird. I will sometimes need to add the angle off of this piece as well, like that, in order to get to here. And what we're going to wind up seeing is this is actually snapped. This is actually snapped to this piece in a lot of cases. So we'll go ahead and we'll demolish this just for the example of showing you guys the fact that it's snapped to that for whatever reason. Even though it overlaps it, it's snapped to it, and I don't understand why that happens. But this is arc building with vanilla pieces. I have spent, I can't even count how many hours trying to build with the pieces in this this game, the core game. And after the mods like Structures Plus have come out, it's just been a huge blessing for those of us who truly enjoy the building aspect of the game. So now we're going to try to cycle. There we go. There was a decent cycle right there of snap points, and I think the biggest reason for it, honestly, is the amount of weight placed on that snap point right there. It's got the two fence foundations, and so that allowed it to actually have something to snap on. So this one's going to wind up being a little frustrating for us as well, because it's a singular snap point. So we can get that angle for whatever reason, and now this should actually give us the 45-degree angle that we're searching for. So moving my head around doesn't seem to work. So we'll try to cycle snap points. Snap points aren't working either. We'll get a little bit closer. There we go. So now you can probably see why that one over there is as sloppy as it is, because these snap points can be very just like that. This gun right here, again, I know I'm talking about building in Structures Plus or regular vanilla stuff. The gun right there is from Structures Plus, so please forgive me. I don't want to waste too many resources. I know I can spawn things in while I'm in single player here, but it just, I don't know. It just seems wasteful to just break stuff and spawn in whatever I want, and yeah. So The other thing is we can go like this, so that'll provide that snap point over there that we're actually seeking. And now this will wind up snapping off of that snap point right there. And it'll be just like over here where we placed this guy and it was actually snapped off of that angle. So we'll try and get this snapped. And oh, I just saw it. Dang it. Come on. There you go. And hopefully this provides enough weight off of this piece, which may not happen. There we go. And now this final piece is probably not going to snap either unless I do that right there and then that. So that's actually not connecting at all. So what we shall do is we'll do this vanilla style. What we'll do is we'll try to snap onto the tip of this one. Oh, I just saw it. Dang it. Come on. We're going to try and snap off of the tip of this one instead. I know we can get it. Okay, so I cycled that snap point and it actually went immediately. So, and this is one of the things that we encounter as well, is the thing just like barely overhangs the edge. And so that was one of my main complaints with vanilla pieces, because if we come back over here to this one that we looked at last episode, it still hangs over. Like this guy right here, when I created it, I took it out on both sides, or both of the sides, and I tried to bring it around and finally touch over here, and that's why it hangs over. So one of the other things that we will notice with this build right here is this guy right here will have a couple of snap points. So that right there is actually technically the fence foundation. And one of the things that people noticed early on with building an arc is you can actually use those fence foundations to double tap your walls, and it can be a little weird. There we go. So now you have that double layered wall, and that's how that is done. I'm not gonna fuss too much with it. We might do that in a different video. There's plenty of videos out there on how to do double layer walls, in all fairness. So I'm not really gonna be teaching you anything. So this guy, so if you're really, really picky about the way that these walls are placed, you'll see that there's a little bit extra fence foundation on this side as compared to this. And if I had some thatch walls, you'd actually be able to see that this is most likely facing inward, while this one is most likely facing outward. So like if I had thatch walls, you would see the support pieces here, and you would see the support pieces here, while you would see thatch on this side and on the opposite side of that one. So then as you come around, these initial pieces can be the biggest pain in the butt, because they have so many possible snap points that they don't really know what to snap to. And once you've got that, that's your octagon. So you can send these up as well. And now you have the beginning of a tower. And it just goes. It goes and goes as high as you want it to go. You can use, you know, doors for long windows. You can use greenhouse pieces for the ability to make it much more attractive. One of the things with greenhouse pieces recently that I've noticed is if this wasn't snapped the way that it was, you could actually tap this guy in there, and then you could tap a greenhouse piece on top right there, and you could make this guy right here. You could make him a door, and let's just fly. Anyway, you could make the one side a door, and you could put a greenhouse piece on the inside, and now you've got a long window with an actual glass pane. So that's going to wrap it up for basically how to start your Octagon Tower. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.
Hey, before you all go,
I just wanted to take a moment to remind you that you can find me on social media, support me on Patreon, and subscribe here for more videos. Also, please don't forget to smack that like button if you like the video and comment down below. Come be a part of the family.